Hey, do you want to see me go insane? Well, you've come to the right place then, because no sane person is going to think like this, let alone organize their thoughts in this way, and this is what you get out of that, I suppose. So, this is going to be the first of my crack theory videos, and because it's thematic, perhaps a little too much, I'm doing these unscripted. I have bullet points, so that I can remember what in the heck I wanted to mention. That's it. So be prepared for this to go off the rails, because it is going to. And it's probably going to be pretty quickly, especially when you see the infograph stuff that I made for this. You're going to realize why I am 11 years into this fandom and making videos, because my brain is rotted and it's just gone. Anyway, hello, May here. Welcome to the downward spiral. So, let's get to the point. Hopefully, you didn't just click on this because it says crack theory, but if you did, good luck to your sanity as well. If you clicked on it for the actual point, which is the steel mill MCM, welcome to the nut house with me. First and foremost, this does necessitate that Into the Pit, even if not one for one, is actually part of the game's timeline. At least the setting in some way is, which, I mean, if it's not, then congratulations, the whole thing falls apart. If it is, I found a way to make it work. Now, granted, the big thing with this is that it requires several other things to work, but welcome to theory crafting in this fandom. First and foremost, I'm going to show the big thing that sparked this theory. Technically, it sparked two separate theories, but, you know, it's irrelevant. For one thing, wire trash in the gang in the mill. I mean, in theory, if the mill, again, is a real place in the timeline, then that explains where Henry got these animatronics from, or perhaps this is just where they somehow ended up after somehow not melting in the giant FNaF 6 fire. But the original thing that this image sparked was the question of whether a kid designed these, in which case my brain jumped immediately to David Murray, because for some reason I assumed David would have created these before even thinking about how that would make sense with the location. We're not going to question that because I don't have answers and I don't think any are around to exist. However, regardless of whether David is actually relevant here, although I think it could be given, you know, Mr. Hugs, Murray Co., that's a separate infograph. Why are there proto-mimic hands in the trash? Those are proto-mimic arms. If you don't know what I'm referring to, watch the cradle ending for Secret of the Mimic. So the parachute ending, but not the secret ending, where you actually have to get the collectibles, finish moon.exe. Watch the one where everything burns, and you will see the proto-mimics. Why are there proto-mimic arms in this trash? This game came out not quite a year, but like more than half a year before Secret of the Mimic did. There were no hints of the proto-mimics. As far as I'm aware, if somebody has a correction, please give it to me. There were no hints of the proto-mimics existing prior to that ending, and yet there's proto-mimic arms in the trash here. Additionally, you may or may not have seen my little short on it. If you haven't, that's fine. It's in here. It's in this video, because I have problems, and I needed to reference it. Why is Bon Bon also in the trash here? Now, granted, Bon Bon being in the trash actually somewhat encourages my entire point. Probably a separate problem in that Bon Bon in the trash implies that there would be some connection to sister location. Now, there's already a running theory in the fandom, technically a couple different theories between Faz Plot, Faz Burger. The point is, with how the underground system is set up and connected to the Murray house, which definitely appears to be something that William stole and reclaimed as the Afton house, it is already heavily speculated and believed in the fandom that the sister location bunker is in the sub-basement or basement, you know, one of the underground layers of the MCM facility. If that is true, why is Bon Bon at the steel mill if the steel mill isn't MCM? And further thought process with that, you can see in the clip the map for the Into the Pit town. I don't remember if it's ever named. I have to go through the books to find that. But the fact that Oswald is able to just walk to and from this mill, to the point that Jeff trusts him to just take the trash down there and come back without any issue, not, you know, worried about the energy levels, not worried about the safety, just, okay, yeah, go ahead, take this down to the mill and I'll give you the key to the basement, because that's a reasonable thing to do. Well, Jeff has issues. The point is, that's clearly within reasonable walking distance of this Freddy's location, former Freddy's location, Jeff's Pizza. If that's the case, then further evidence I have for this, as cartoony as it is when we have the Michael minigames and the various office endings for sister location. Michael's within walking distance from the bunker to a house. Now, we can debate all day whether that house is the Afton house or if he has his own separate residence, but he's just walking through the middle of a town with no issue to his home each night. Both of these appear to be within walking distance of various parts of town, within walking distance of Freddy's location, which I can understand the hesitation of believing that a Freddy's location is not near the sister location bunker, though I think it would be interesting if at one point that building actually got turned into circus babies, in which case it's a little funny that it becomes a pizza joint as well. But that's it. Here we are. Don't ask me where the sense is. This is it. Ta-da. So here's what I have for this theory. It is very bare bones. It is nonsensical. It's not meant to be anything else. If it turns into something more, huzzah. If you have ideas to go with or against this, feel free. Please talk some sense into me in either direction. That's fine. I don't care if I'm being told I'm wrong. I'd prefer you do so politely. But, you have opinions either way. Feel free to share them here, other socials, add other people, whatever. I would love to see this concept brought up in the community, preferably with me credited, but I don't actually care. I'd love to see more people's takes on this. And if this sparks any idea from anyone, wonderful. I would love to see it because I have pieces and it feels like I'm holding soggy pieces to a puzzle that I can't see the picture for. And I want to know what that picture would be in the right hands with proper pieces. Anyway, thanks for stopping in. This is May. Over and out.